All right, hey y'all. It is March 31st, last day of March. This is probably also gonna be a pretty quick video. I did absolutely nothing today. Um, I got up, I got up, started working at 9. It's now 10, and I just finished work. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think if literally anything happened today. Um, I discovered for the umpteenth time that my dog is uncannily good at knowing how I put medicine in pill pockets when she does need it. Um, I always get really good at doing it right at the end of however many days she has to take medicine. And then by the time it comes the next round, I'm like, I got this. I had this down last time. And update. No. It takes me a couple days every time to remember ratio of pill pocket to pill for her not to know it. Um, Not a whole lot happened in the world today. Surprising absolutely no one. As it's March 31st, it's the end of the first quarter. For the stock market, it did not do well. It was, in fact, the worst quarter end since the 2008 recession. So, boding well, guys. California's unemployment numbers are up to 1.6 million, which is, a lot of people. Absolutely a lot of people. A lot of people have rent due tomorrow. I'm lucky enough that I'm in a position where I didn't even once consider if I could make my rent. It was just kind of a given I could. But a lot of people are going to struggle with that tomorrow. It's not going to be a good day tomorrow. I can tell you that right now with certainty. And the kind of only other thing is ICE detainees, which is I don't know if I can come up with what ICE stands for off the top of my head. I said I've been sitting in front of my computer for 13 hours. I did take an hour to go eat, so I was only sitting here for doing work for 12 hours, but I was here for 13 hours. Whatever. It's like the immigration police. They like hold people in really appalling facilities. We're getting close to concentration camp standards, which is never great. I think we're at least at like Japanese internment camp standards, which is something, it actually astounds me how many people don't know about Japanese internment camps other than like the word existing, because wow, the US has done a fantastic job of wiping that out of curriculums. Anyway, people were being held, children being separated at borders. People are being held without being able to contact people. Due process is being ignored. Last October, there was a big fight to let doctors give the ICE detainees flu vaccines, and they were barred actually during the COVID crisis. That wouldn't have been a bad name for these videos, COVID crisis videos, but whatever. COVID Chronicles. Anyway, when people were stuck at home, ICE started doing raids on suspected undocumented immigrants, which I got some issues with. I kind of disagree with ICE existing as a whole. America was founded upon immigrants, and I don't understand why anyone would be that against letting people in. I think to an extent it stems from misinformation as to how difficult it is to become a citizen in America. Your chances are slim to none, and it relies on a lot of luck. Just if you're curious, and this is in the future at some point, Google how hard I presume you still have Google. Google how hard it was to become a U.S. citizen in 2020 in America. The answer is rough. Um, anyway, so a federal court said that ICE had to release certain detainees due to the risk of COVID spreading through them, like with the conditions they're kept in and the medical access they're given to, it would spread like wildfire and everyone there would be dead or ill very quickly. Which would be, not unlike a concentration camp. One of the big rally cries with this case was citing that Anne Frank did not die in the gas chamber. She died of an illness in a concentration camp. So you bring Anne Frank into it, it's like, it's actually the second thing she's been brought into. Another thing was people saying, oh, I don't want to stay home. And people saying, look, you're just being asked to stay home. You can still go outside. You can still call your friends. You can video chat with them. Like Anne and several families, not just her family, had to hide in a really tiny room and make absolutely no noise for months on end. So they could do that. You can stay in your house for a couple months. I mean, you're allowed to walk outside. You're allowed to get food. You're allowed to make noise. You're allowed to do a hell of a lot more. So yeah, that is about it. I don't really have any big plans for anything this week. Tomorrow is April Fool's Day because, it's April 1st. And I'm actually really enjoying not having my roommate here. I've come to the conclusion that you are either an April Fool's Day person or not. Fun fact, I am not. Also, ignore how awful my bangs look. I was growing them out during tax season anyway, just because I didn't have time to go to the hairdresser, and now all the hairdressers are closed, so it's ahead of that curve. But it means that they're growing out and not easily dealt with. So that's why 99% of the time right now I have them pinned back. But yeah, just ignore them. Anyway, yeah, so Eliza is definitely an April Fool's Day person. And I was not to begin with. Actually, she pulled a prank, our senior year of college, where we lived together with two other girls in an apartment. And she put googly eyes everywhere, like on everything. And it annoyed the shit out of me. Straight up annoyed the shit out of me. And I mean, and it wasn't hurting me. It didn't jump out and shout boo, and I didn't get scared or whatever. It was just like, they were everywhere. So personally, I'm really not a fan. Now it's a little bit better because it's, April 1st and I'm in tax season, and Eliza knows if she tries something at that point, her life might be in danger. So she doesn't. But she's at her parents' house, and her parents, I don't know if they grew, I guess she didn't just develop this in college. I guess they know this about her. I presume they know this about her. She stopped by the apartment a couple weeks ago to pick up some essential things because when she originally went to her parents' house, it was just gonna be like for a weekend or so, a couple of days. So she wanted, her stuff, like her conditioner, her shampoo, like stuff like that. And unbeknownst to either of us, in one of the bags I grabbed her when I was packing her stuff up for her was a thing of googly eyes. So that's what her parents get to wake up to tomorrow. Yay! Enjoy that, guys. I will be over here blissfully not dealing with any sort of that bullshit. So, all right, I think that's it for tonight. I'll talk to y'all later.